Hi there. It's January 7th and time for Proverbs 7. Another single subject chapter here. Just warning against adulteresses. Again, he's talked about this 3 times so far, and it's only chapter 7. Okay? Adultery, not fornication. Adultery is messing around with somebody else's spouse. All right? So, let's read this one. My son, keep my words and treasure up my commandments with you. Keep my commandments and live. Keep my teaching as the apple of your eye. Bind them on your fingers. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Say to wisdom, you are my sister, and call insight your intimate friend. To keep you from the forbidden woman, from the adulteress with her smooth words. Almost every chapter he starts with, my son, listen to me, all right? Okay, and this is a parable, okay? For at the window of my house I have looked out through my lattice, and I have seen among the simple, I have perceived among the youths a young man lacking sense, passing along the street in her corner, taking the road to her house in the twilight, in the evening, at the time of night and darkness. And behold, the woman meets him dressed as a prostitute, wily of heart. You know, prostitutes dressed different back then, okay? And it was almost an accepted profession because there were so many women without husbands that had to eat. You could get a prostitute for a loaf of bread. Okay? And it said that in the last chapter. And that's not adultery. Hey. She is loud and wayward. Her feet do not stay at home. Now in the street, now in the market, and at every corner she lies in wait. She seizes him and kisses him. And with a bold fist, she says to him, I had to offer sacrifices, and today I have paid my vows. Which means she has meat at home, okay? When you offer your sacrifices, right, they sacrifice the animal, and they give you meat to take home, so. And that's when they ate, is when they offered sacrifices. So she's saying, I have meat at home, right? Today I paid my vows. So now I have come out to meet you, to seek you eagerly, and I have found you. I spread my couch with covered linens from Egyptian linen. I perfume my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let us make our fill of love till the morning. Let us delight ourselves with love, for my husband is not at home. He has gone on a long journey. He took a bag of money with him. At full moon he will come home, right? First of the month. With seductive speech she persuades him, and with her smooth talk she compels him. All at once he follows her, as an ox goes to the slaughter, or as a stag is caught fast, till an arrow pierces his liver. As a bird rushes into a snare, he does not know that it will cost him his life. Right? Especially when the husband finds out. Right? Okay, now, the same thing I said at the beginning, he says at the end. And now, sons, listen to me, be attentive to my words, let your heart not turn aside to her ways. Do not stray into her paths, for many a victim she has laid low, and all her slain are a mighty throng. Her house is the way to Sheol, going down to the chambers of death. Right. Stay away from people like that. Okay. If someone is married, they should only be with their spouse. They're married. Okay. It's very simple. Okay. Not much to dive into. Okay. Like I said, this is a parable. Okay. A made up story. But there's lots of truth in it. Okay. And it happens. So. Horrible stuff. So. There you go. Proverbs 7 is very simple. Okay. Very simple. So. Let's see later today. We're through the New Testament in 1 year, and today we are starting Matthew. That's yesterday. We are doing the first half of Matthew chapter 6. Okay. And this is still Jesus talking. Okay. The whole chapter. It's a very short chapter. It's only 16 verses. Only take a few minutes this afternoon. So stay tuned for that. But until next time, we'll keep going. See you then.